watch daily videos, and ace your GRE preparation. Don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, hi everyone, this is Aishwarya once again and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are preparing for your GRE, and if you have any doubts or queries, or if you're stuck somewhere, or if you want me to do some other video, all you can do is you can drop in a comment and I'll be able to help you out. But for majority of your queries, students who are already studying with me every Monday and every Friday, so people who have any queries, they actually get in touch with the mentors in these live sessions every Monday, Friday, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And for application related queries, they meet me every Saturday and get their queries sorted. So that is again something that you can do. You can check the link in the description below, and you can actually use coupon code GREKing50 and you can get some discount as well. Okay, so now let's begin today's session, and today I'm going to talk about GRE vocabulary preparation and use of mnemonics in your GRE vocabulary preparation. Okay, now before moving ahead, first and the most important thing is it is important to understand what are mnemonics. Okay, so as a child also you might have heard about this word, or you might be using that, GRE preparation, if you want to learn vocabulary, so you can use mnemonics. Okay, so what are mnemonics? Mnemonics are nothing but any rhyming words or any aid that helps you to retain information. Okay, so for example, you learn words or learn things with the help of rhyming schemes. Okay, like there are rhyming words, or you help some words or understand something with the help of visual aids, some images, or you bucket down words, you learn a word with the help of other words. Okay, that's how you bucket words. Okay, so anything, or maybe sometimes you have acronyms like short forms to learning some words. Okay, so anything that helps you retain and collect information, okay, that is what is mnemonics. Now the next question that arises, ideally depending upon your level where you are in your GRE preparation, like some people already have a very good grasp of vocabulary because they may be reading books since childhood and always into English literature or novels reading, so they already have a set vocabulary. So depending upon the level of the person, ideally if you're starting from the scratch, so you need a vocabulary of 3000 plus words. Now, if you ask me, having a vocabulary of 3000 plus words and having those many visual images in the form of mnemonics to help you out is practically impossible. Okay, so what you can do is there are other things that you can actually do to actually learn vocabulary with the help of mnemonics. Okay, how do you do that? One thing which I've always promoted in my vocabulary videos is using the word in a sentence. Okay, now what happens is how this works. Okay, so what you have to do is when you use a word in a sentence, okay, use a new word in a sentence, you are linking the new information to what you know already. Okay, because you are taking the word, you are thinking, you know the meaning of the word, you are thinking how that word would fit in a sentence. Okay, so you are linking the new information, the new word, to what you already know, and that is what mnemonic helps. It helps you to retain information. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you that whatever new word you learn, just in your mind also, or all the vocabulary videos that you have been seeing, you can go back to the playlist and you can write the sentences in the comments. Okay, use the words in a sentence and comment down below for all the videos that are there. Okay, what will happen is when you use it in a sentence, you actually make sense to it and you are not going to forget the word. It will help you retain the meaning of that particular word. Okay, let me give you some example. Okay, so I've jotted down some words which I'm going to explain you in the terms of sentences. Okay, so the first word that I've written here is profligate. Okay, so what do I mean by profligate is wasting resources or extravagantly spending. Okay, so that is what you mean by recklessly extravagant or wasteful in the use of resources. Okay, so what do I mean by profligate? A person who is spending wastefully and unnecessarily spending money or resources or anything that's there. Now let me use it in a sentence for you. Okay, throughout his life he was a profligate and a spendthrift. Okay, so throughout his life, how you can form a story about it and you can retain that word always in your memory is throughout his life he was a profligate and a spendthrift. So all the money that's there with him, like whatever he earned, he used it, he wasted the money, made wrong use of all the resources and wasted all the resources and money that he has, and now he's a spendthrift and profligate. Okay, so that is how, now this story is always going to be there with you, that what do you mean by profligate? Something or someone that waste money or any of the resources extravagantly. Okay, now let's give you another example. Now next word that I have for you is abnegation. Okay, abnegation is nothing but act of rejecting something or renouncing something. Okay, now let's come to the sentence. The athlete decided to abnegate the unhealthy snack even though she really wanted to have a bite. Okay, now you are never ever going to forget the meaning of the word abnegation. Abnegation means rejection or renouncing something. The athlete, she was an athlete, she was very health conscious, so she cannot have anything unhealthy, so she abnegated or rejected the unhealthy snack even though she wanted to have a bite. Okay, now you have already formed a story, you formed a sentence, and you have actually used it in a sentence. You are never ever going to forget, because you have used the new information in the form of the word abnegate, okay, with something that you already know, and you curated something out of it, a sentence out of it. So that's how you are never ever going to forget it. Okay, now the last example to actually help you how you can retain vocabulary. Okay, next is exacerbate. Okay, what do I mean by exacerbate? Exacerbate is to make something worse or to make the situation more worse. Okay, now let's see the sentence. Okay, excessive or hard exercise can exacerbate the injury. Okay, so if a person already has some injury and he is still using dumbbells, or if you have a hand injury and you are still using it, so it might exacerbate it, it might worsen it, it might you might not be able to recover very soon. Okay, if you are doing excessive or hard exercise, if you already have an injury, so it is going to worsen the situation, it is going to exacerbate the situation. Okay, now I am very sure that these three words you are never ever going to forget. All you have to do is go to the vocabulary playlist. Okay, there is GRE most repeated words that you can check out, and for all the videos, like one at a time, every day one video, see the words and use it in a sentence and comment below. Okay, that is what you have to do, and that is how you retain vocabulary, because it's going to be a long journey, lot of words, and you cannot remember everything by visuals, by rhyming words, and lot of other techniques. Okay, so the best way, which is also going to help in your English speaking also, is something that you can actually write a sentence out of it. Okay, so this is all from my end in this GRE vocabulary preparation video. I'll be doing up more videos, so you can tell me what videos you want me to do in the comment section below. And for people who want a one-on-one session with me, you can send an email to me on grekingforstudents@gmail.com, and I'll be able to help you out. Okay, so this is Aishwarya signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.